Well, I mean, for me it was. I know that he was working so hard because he was doing Jack and Jill, obviously, so it was a lot of time. But it was fun. I love the cruise ship. And it was, there was so much to do, and I'd never been on a cruise ship before, and I did not want to get off of it.
Katie Holmes grew up in a close-knit Catholic family in Toledo, Ohio. Smart, ambitious, and destined for success. With a 4.0 GPA and a 1310 SAT score, she had the credentials for Columbia University. But Hollywood called first. In 1996, a simple basement audition tape changed everything. It landed her a role in The Ice Storm, and by 1998, she was Joey Potter in Dawson's Creek, a role that made her a teen icon. Over 6 seasons and 128 episodes, she became America's sweetheart. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise's childhood was a storm of instability, constant relocations, an abusive father, and struggles with dyslexia. At 14, he briefly considered priesthood, but was expelled for stealing liquor. Then, everything changed. A high school play sparked a passion for acting. At 18, he left home, moved to NYC, and worked as a busboy while chasing an impossible dream. That dream became reality when he was signed by one of Hollywood's biggest talent agencies, CAA. 2 lives on separate paths, until they collided in a romance that would consume Hollywood. But behind the headlines was something darker. A secret escape, burner phones, and desperate calls to Nicole Kidman. Now, at 46, Katie Holmes is ready to reveal the truth about her marriage to Tom Cruise, the rise of a superstar. Tom Cruise's ascent was meteoric. In the early 80s, he made his film debut in Endless Love, followed by Taps. But Risky Business, 1983, changed everything. That iconic dance in a shirt and underwear? It made him a star. By 1986, Top Gun transformed him into a global phenomenon. By the 2000s, Cruise wasn't just a movie star, he was Hollywood royalty. Forbes named him the most powerful celebrity in the world. His films had grossed over $12.2 billion, and his net worth soared past $600 million. But beneath the fame was a man shaped by struggle. A dyslexic boy who never fit in. A would-be priest who got expelled. A busboy who refused to give up. At the same time, Katie Holmes was forging her own path. Dawson's Creek made her a household name, and her Hollywood career was rising fast. She was engaged to American Pie star Chris Klein, a relationship that lasted 5 years. But by March 2005, they quietly called it quits, citing career pressures and growing apart. Just weeks later, Katie was seen in Rome with Tom Cruise. A whirlwind romance, or something else. The speed of their romance was dizzying. Fans were stunned. Just months before, Holmes had told 17 magazine that she dreamed of marrying Tom Cruise. Now, it was happening. Then came the moment. May 23rd, 2005. The Oprah Winfrey Show. Instead of promoting War of the Worlds, Cruise jumped on Oprah's couch, fist-pumped the air, and declared his love for Katie. The audience cheered. Oprah looked stunned. The clip went viral, forever altering Cruise's public image. 3 weeks later, June 16, 2005, Cruise proposed at the Eiffel Tower. 7 weeks after going public, they were engaged. Katie, who had still been wearing her engagement ring from Klein just months earlier, was now fully committed to Cruise. And, as of June 13, 2005, she had officially converted to Scientology. In just 90 days, ended a 5-year relationship, joined a new religion, got engaged to one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Then, exactly 1 year after their first public appearance together, everything changed again. On April 18, 2006, Katie Holmes gave birth to Suri Cruz at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica. But even before Suri's birth, controversy surrounded her. Cruz had purchased a home sonogram machine, alarming doctors over ethical concerns. Then, for 6 months, the world saw no sign of the baby. Finally, in October 2006, Vanity Fair featured Suri on its cover. The issue sold over 70,000 copies. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise's ties to Scientology ran deep. His first wife, Mimi Rogers, introduced him to the church in 1987. His loyalty only strengthened, even as Scientology allegedly played a role in ending his marriages to both Mimi and later Nicole Kidman. Insiders claimed neither woman had fully embraced church leader David Miscavige, and that was a problem. June 2005, Cruise's Scientology devotion hit center stage. On NBC's Today Show, Matt Lauer questioned Cruise's attack on Brooke Shields for taking antidepressants. Cruise called psychiatry a pseudoscience, dismissed chemical imbalances as a myth, and launched into a 14-minute rant that became one of the most infamous interviews of his career. Nearly 2 decades later, Brooke Shields revealed in her 2025 memoir that Cruise later apologized in person. He admitted he had felt cornered and lashed out. She accepted, but called the apology far from perfect. One thing was clear: Cruise's bond with Scientology leader David Miscavige was unbreakable. Miscavige wasn't just Cruise's spiritual advisor. He was his best man, twice. First at his wedding to Nicole Kidman, then again with Katie Holmes. Insiders described their relationship as obsessive. Lavish gifts, competitive skydiving sessions, and endless loyalty. But for Katie Holmes, this wasn't just a love story. It was a world she would have to fight to escape. And when she finally did, she made sure Cruise never saw it coming. Behind closed doors, some Scientology insiders claimed that David Miscavige didn't just admire Tom Cruise, he mocked him. Others believed that the Church of Scientology kept Cruise close not out of devotion, but because of his fame, wealth, and global influence. At one point, the church even gifted him a private villa at their secretive gold base compound. Then, in January 2008, everything changed. A 9-minute Scientology video of Cruise, filmed in 2004 when he received the church's prestigious Freedom Medal of Valor, was leaked online. Set to dramatic mission, impossible music, the video featured Cruise spouting bizarre claims, including that Scientologists were the only true experts on the mind. The internet exploded with ridicule. The church scrambled to remove the footage, but the damage was done. It sparked a cyber war. The hacker group Anonymous launched Project Chanology, attacking Scientology's websites and sending a chilling message. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. But all the while, Katie Holmes's life was changing in ways that no one could have predicted. Just 2 months after meeting Cruise, Katie converted to Scientology on June 13, 2005. Raised Catholic, her sudden shift alarmed her family and friends. During a W magazine interview, Katie was accompanied by a Scientology representative who controlled the questions, a stark contrast to her earlier open, candid interviews. Her childhood best friend, Harsoman, recalled the strain the transformation caused. "I know her parents had an issue with it," he said. "I don't think they were very happy." The church's grip on Katie tightened, and soon her world became increasingly isolated. But Katie would eventually find a way to break free. As for the public, their wedding on November 18, 2006, at Italy's 15th-century Odescalchi Castle seemed like the fairy tale everyone had been waiting for. The lavish 3-day event was attended by Hollywood's elite, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez, David Beckham, and featured a performance by Andrea Bocelli and a 5-tier white chocolate cake. Yet, to former Scientologist Leah Remini, the wedding didn't look like a celebration of love. She described it as a PR stunt orchestrated by Scientology. For Katie, the dream life she had imagined was slowly being replaced by something darker, a life controlled by others. On June 28, 2012, Katie shocked Tom by calling him in Iceland to announce that their marriage was over. 2 months earlier, she had fired Isabella Cruz, cutting off Scientology's access to her business. Katie filed for divorce in New York, where sole custody rulings were more common, and used an anonymous case name to protect her privacy. Her strategy worked. Scientology called it one of their worst moments, as the divorce settlement was wrapped up in just 11 days. Katie won sole custody of Suri and secured $400,000 per year in child support.